No Time by the Guess Who. Here's a quick run through that first guitar solo. Here's a fifth string open A. Now we'll go through some of the chords later on, but let's start off with that guitar solo. First of all, the sound. You want a lot of distortion, a fuzz type distortion if you have one. And I'm actually using a Univibe effect on my pod, which I think is pretty close to what he's using. He's probably using an old Univibe on that on the recording. A phase shifter will get you, or a phaser will get you pretty close to anything that'll give you that sweeping kind of sound. So starting here on the fifth string, fifth fret. Okay. Then we jump to the fourth string. Back. Okay, so far so good. Then we're going to the third fret of the fifth string, and we're just going to go up 2 frets each time. Jump a string. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so you're ending actually on the 7th fret of the 3rd string there. Now I don't think he picks this next note, but you want to bend that up 2 frets, but try to do it without actually picking it again, so you kind of get the... Okay. You can actually slide them too. So after you bend, you release it slowly. Back to the 5th fret, 3rd string. Back here. Then you slide on the 4th string here, 7th fret, really quickly down to the 5th fret. So the chords start off with a D, an F. Now I do my Fs like this without that low bass. You can do it with a full bar chord if you want. Just for some reason it feels more natural for me to do it this way. And slide that whole thing up 2 frets to a G, and back to a D. Now there's a bit of a run there that I sort of mimicked. You're starting on the open D, down to a C here on the 5th string, to a B, and then open A, open 5th. Now I find I have to kind of rearrange my fingering here. If you can do this kind of thing comfortably, slide this finger on top of this one, then you don't really have to move your fingers around. Play it like that, move to the C, and try not to play the 4th string when you do this one, and try not to play the high E string either. Then you can slide this one 2 frets down, if you can do that. What I usually do is I reverse them, so I put that finger there and put that finger there. Still try to keep that 4th string out of the equation, and then off to an open A. that's the next part, of course, which is a G, a D, A minor, back to a D. Now, after that, that's just a C and a B minor. If you don't know how to do a B minor, just look it up. And instead of doing the first position C, you can do the full bar chord here on the 3rd fret. The reason why you maybe would want to do that is there's a bit of a second guitar that you can sort of mimic if you do the chords this way, which is when you hit the B minor, take your the 2nd string, take that finger off, put it back on, and then slide back up to the C, and you get okay, that kind of thing. There's one more thing you can do while you're playing the G, D, and A minor chords. There's a second guitar that plays along here. Basically, you're playing the 3rd and 1st string alternately. The pattern here isn't so important as long as you change the chords at the right time. Any kind of picking pattern will sound good. You start here on the 12th fret of the 3rd and the 10th fret of the 1st. Then just slide that finger down one to the 11th. And then slide both those down 2. And then back up. And you'll get something like. See, all those will sound good as long as you, like I said, as long as you're changing the chords at the right time. That really helps if you have 2 guitars. One can play the first position chords and the other one can play those chords, and they blend nicely together.